Hello and welcome back. Man, what are we gonna? Let's hang out over here with us. Kinda. Let's put. Okay, let's see. The Artisan of Pain is gonna go after Cassio. There's more of them over here. Let's put Ulfar. I think it's good where he's standing. About as good as we're gonna get. Where do we put Cassio? Can you hang out way back here? Thank you. And Argenta. He's now armed with a heavy flamer as well. How about you, Jai, hang out over here to start at least? Anyone else I'm forgetting? Everyone looks to be in roughly the correct spot, so I'm gonna save it like that. And we're gonna start. Where do I put... Do we go for the Artisan first? Maybe that will release our friends, I don't know. Let's just do that. Give me a rear line. Here. A back line where I am. Kill zone. Ear lit. Perfect spot. Let's save the analysis actually. Let's just have a bang like that. And then I'm gonna analyze her. Do I go for the expose actually? Let's go for the expose. And that's a turn. Now Cassio. Oh, you're a little bit too far away. Now my hope is that I can do this. Okay, great. Okay, that's pretty good. Should have done that before, I think, but I'm gonna do this. That seems good. I kind of feel like this is about as good as it gets if I'm looking to get the... I don't know about that though. Probably should have... Let's just... Oh, fuck. If I go here, do I have range? No. I'm gonna need to... Can you go here? No, you can't. Oh, man. I would really have liked to do that. Oh well. Let's give you one of those. Let's actually go for that one. Okay, good. Oh, more. Okay, I see. What do we do with you? I'm thinking run and gun here. Can I? Well, that's honestly not too bad. For it's a 10% chance to do a little fire damage to Ulfar. Excellent. No problem. And we'll whip out the bolter. And we say it like that, which is not enough. Oh well. It is what it is. Like that. Hit the stream. And dash out. Now, do you even have line of sight? You do. That's going to kill. I'm gonna do this. Let's aim for an opening on that one, I think. But then we do this. Excellent. That did not free them. Shame. Two shots, 3 kills, not too bad. Don't know if I can kill one, but we might as well hit this one like so. Oh. Oh no. Ah, ooh, ooh. That was not intentional. I did not. Ha ha ha. 73. We just kill that guy. I don't know. Fuck it.
Getting paid for this.
What? He lives? Oh well.
I can do that with the right
Do
incentive.
that, I guess. Okay. Oh, that guy's just not dying? Huh. Have a strike. And shoot. And kick. Then shoot again. And I think this is better. And that's about it. I'm glad that they keep attacking the Space Marine, who's best equipped to take it. I don't know what those guys are doing. They're just like... they're taking turns shooting each other.
Don't get too cocky.
Oh, that's a bit too far.
Watch my back. You jest, sure.
Oh, right. That's a mechanic I forgot about. Now you fucking careful this time. Like she ran into the kill zone.
I deal death with my hands.
Good.
I hold all the cards.
Might as well. Yeah. Okay. Marajai turns to you, looking the same as ever, with the exception that you can see grayish-blue veins through his parchment skin and something resembling terror in his eyes. They're gone, Jane. Gone, but still lurking at the threshold, keeping watch. I can hear the whispers. How do monkey bear them for days and days on end? You hear genuine confusion in his voice. You will learn that these whispers. You will hear these whispers every time the void vessel travels beyond the veil. Learn to accept this. Find an anchor for such times, or lose yourself. Marashai looks at Iliad. There is a barely noticeable shift in his expression. The entire time you've been here. Yes, Dark One, this entire time. With each new passage, I bolster my spirit further, and my meditation became a stronger barrier against the tendrils of she who thirsts. I endured it. So will you, if you value your soul. Oh, do I wanna? The Drakari lowers his head in thought. Then he gives Iliad a sidelong glance. I should have understood, from what you told me. Marashai stops himself. Well, no matter. Your presence is causing me a great deal of grief. Your presence is causing me a great deal of grief, Sinos. The voice turns into furious hissing. Your kind steps beyond the veil with nothing but your crude technologies and prayers to a deaf god. And you expect those such as I to rely on such paltry protection from the terrors of she who thirsts? One of the enforcers lets his emotions get the better of him. For own sake, Lord Captain, why are you even listening to him? That there, Sinos, is worse than a wild beast. How can a ship that sails in the God Emperor's lights allow one of his enemies to act like his master here? Marashai looks at the man hungrily. The living meat that serves you talks too much. They would, however, make for perfect playthings. He looks straight at you. I need strength in order to suffer through your oafish voyages beyond the veil. If I don't obtain a source of such sustenance, Ilanthresh will only keep testing my limits. That's stupid. No. I forbid you from moving about the ship unsupervised, and from here on out you will be kept under lock and key during warp jumps. The alternative is death. The choice is yours. Marashai freezes. You meet his enraged gaze, filled with the promise of torture and agony, and then you almost see something inside him give, forcing him to incline his head slightly. Let it be as you say, Jane. The officer cannot suppress a relieved sigh. Well, that's something at least. Many thanks, your ladyship. Oh man. Sorry about that, by the way.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay, okay. Oh. Good. Man, should I give Marashai to the Inquisition?
Always have a backup plan.
Part of me wants to do it for roleplay, and another part of me wants to not do it for, you know, potential content, potential fun stuff that could happen. Like this. Oh, a Mars pattern plasma gun. That's pretty good. I think.
Let us not dawdle.
If I ever fucking respec Pascal and make him actually viable, I might give him that gun. Yeah. I might play this with friends eventually. Not on the channel though. I don't think. I know at least one friend who... I don't know if he ever finished the game, but he was playing it. Anything new to say?
Rogue trader.
After what happened on the officers' bridge, how are you coping with the warp crossings?
You dare to ask me that question? Every time this barge pierces the veil, I am left alone with all the nightmares of she who thirsts. It costs me all my fortitude and strength to fight them off, and there is never anyone at hand with whom I can indulge myself.
No.
Only cold walls and a sealed airlock. Since the first time, I've been slowly acclimatizing to voyaging through the veil. Only Monkey could have conceived of such a suicidal method of galactic travel. However, it is novel and exhilarating. At least now I know what I'm facing, and consequently, I will find a way to withstand it. And now it is time to learn what is happening with the Cabal of the Reaving Tempest, leaderless and abandoned to the mercies of Camorra. The survivors will probably be driven into real space to fall prey to Silent Thresh. You must find them. If we encounter the remnants of the Cabal in this dimension, I will want to speak to them.
I wonder if they had like someone in the voice directing who was telling them how to say words, because he's not saying... He's saying Cylon Thresh, whereas Irlet says Cylon Thresh.
I will find something to amuse.
Xeno ship has been sighted in the Langren's belt? Huh. That's new. Any new opinions?
To what do I owe this visit?
Suspicious ships. Man, things just keep popping up, eh? Man, it's been ages since we did a naval battle. That would be fun. In the Langren's belt, they said. Well, I'm going there. Is there anything going on here, real quick? Just want to take a little look. Extractable, eh? Have I? Yes. Okay. Langren's belt, then. Lord Captain, we have visitors on the bridge seeking an audience. Your presence is required. I wonder who wants to speak to me this time. I feel like a lot of people are pissed at me right now. And, like, not for no reason either. Oh. They don't seem pissed. Hello? Your ladyship. The High Token bows low. Every few moments, Danrock brings a perfumed cloth to his face, but his expression remains obsequious. Members of your crew have made a request to allow them to proclaim their most profound devotion to the Lord Captain. Personally, young man. A man in a worn uniform bows awkwardly. Your Highness, gracious Lord Captain, please let me speak on behalf of the whole crew, and everyone express our gratitude to you, officially so to speak. The kind of leader you are, the way you treat people, It's now known in every corner of the expanse, from footfall to the poorest, dirtiest, most unremarkable planet. All praise your dedication to the human spirit and goodwill. Everyone wants to serve under your command. There's no end to the volunteers. So the other day, when we were clearing out an abandoned sector for the new living quarters, we found a forgotten vault, right in the bilge of the ship, literally beneath our feet. Well, it turned out the vault had some centuries-old weapons in it. They look a bit odd, but they're powerful for sure. The good tech priests helped with the assembly and consecration of these weapons, and now you can strike down your enemies with even greater might. Your ladyship, apart from the weapons, the crew has sent one more find to the bridge as a token of its eternal gratitude. A most ancient mechanism, which our tech priests have dubbed the Celestium Observatorum. Alas, this machine spirit refused to heed their rites, which makes the device more symbolic and aesthetic than practical in purpose. Do you wish to see it? Of course. Huh. Are we still on the bridge? Yes, we are. I feel like this... oh, it's like a... That one tool, I forget the name of, for navigation. Celestium Observatorium looms over the deck. Keen gaze under the darkness of bloom, deceit, and reduces all corruption to ash. I feel like this whole thing was a reward for being so good at being an iconoclast, which I can soon even get even better at. Have a bit of dogmatic, not that much, but enough. And these are now locked, which is just correct. Now I wanna check out the Quetzal. I wanna know what's going on here. Something's going on. I will be there very soon. I just wanna pop in here real quick. Lord Captain, an urgent message. Our enforcers have arrested a dangerous saboteur who had attempted to gain entry onto the bridge. This incident may be worthy of your attention. You see, both the saboteur and the circumstances of his capture are rather strange. I cannot tell if Victor sounds baffled or worried. I think it would be reasonable for Magos Pascal to take a look at him as well. What is so unusual about the saboteur and the way he was captured? Thing is, Lord Captain, the saboteur is most definitely a tech priest. He found his way aboard the ship and penetrated all our security systems with staggering ease. Both his ability to communicate with machine spirits and the combat potential of his augmentations are extraordinary. Nevertheless, the enforcers managed to capture him. During the arrest, the intruder, he offered no resistance at all. Said he asked for an audience with the great machine spirit. When he realized that the enforcers had no idea what he was talking about, he asked to meet with you. I considered it necessary to appraise you of the situation. This infiltration of a rogue trader's ship operated by authorized engineers cast doubts on my tech comrade's stability. If he is indeed my tech comrade, that is. Regardless, I request permission to communicate with the captive. Very well, I will speak to him. Understood, Lord Captain. The saboteur will be brought to you. Huh. Curious. I wonder what triggered this event. Come on now. There we go. Hello? Okay. Nomos. The group of servitors whose movements are suspiciously well synchronized stares at the towering prisoner. This guy? This guy is turned the wrong way. Suspiciously well synchronized. You do not need to hear them speak to recognize Nomos, who has seen fit to attend the interrogation. The captured man, if he can be called that, looks positively gigantic next to the enforcers at his side, does he? Deadly-looking metal gleams dimly beneath his faded crimson robes. His hands are folded obediently, and his mechadendrites are perfectly still. I greet the master of this vessel cathedral and offer my humble apologies for this unbidden intrusion. Asclepius. My apologies to you as well, brother. The interloper inclines his head in the direction of the frowning Pascal. Then the prisoner turns slightly and looks straight at Nomos' observing servitors. And of course, I must beg forgiveness from you, Great Spirit. It was not my intent to desecrate your temple. I honor the fraternity of the Omnissiah's servants. It pains me to see you trespassing on board like a thief instead of arriving as a guest. The giant's shoulders shift slightly. For that I apologize as well. I did not expect to find understanding amid the suffocating ignorance that abounds within the laity, and even many of my brethren. For this reason I chose to carry out my mission in secret and without seeking your permission. My name, if it matters, is Asclepius, formerly a computator general of the Cognizance Fleet, now a liber recluse with the status of Malatek. Malatek? Malatecs are exiles whose ideas have not crossed the line of heresy yet have come close to it. They are removed from the fleet's structure to give them a chance to see the folly of their ways and prevent sedition from spreading. Pascal's voice sounds unusually alarmed. All of that is trivial. My past is nothing but a set of archive data. My lost status is a part replacement string in the long chronicle of the Cognizance Fleet. I come not as the priesthood's messenger, but as a faithful disciple of the most holy Amanat. My brother once served as the Engineer Prime on this ship. Asclepius gestures around him reverently. He was an adherent of the school of discontinuing the cycle, as am I. It has spread that far. It is difficult to discern Pascal's emotions from his tone. I know that my brother perished, but before he did, he sent me a message that told of a journey embarked upon by Theodora from Valancius, a journey through a dimensional gate, an artifact more ancient than humanity itself and toward worlds unknown. The blessed Amonat was with her. There, upon those dark worlds, he witnessed a great miracle, the birth of a machine spirit of incalculable might. My brother believed that this spirit then fell aslumber within this ship like a child in a cradle, not responding to lowly pleas. That was the purpose of my pilgrimage, to reach the ship where my brother died, the ship on whose decks the blessed Amonat had walked, and prostrate myself before the Great Spirit. Amonat traveled on this ship? Yes, he did. My brother's words on this were clear. Years ago, Amonat was part of rogue trader Theodora's inner circle, before their ways parted. Tell me more about Theodora's journey. My knowledge of it is scarce. My brother suspected that his memory, along with the memory of all who might have known the details, had been purposely modified. He saw it as a sign that the journey had revealed a great truth, and there were those who did not wish to see that truth brought to light. All that he conveyed to me was that Theodora had reached worlds unlike any the people of the Corona's expanse have ever seen. There she unearthed a great treasure of technology, one that Amonat had the privilege of experiencing. What do you know about this great spirit? It is a great miracle, the Omnissiah's breath meant to help us discontinue the cycle. It was born of the treasure that Amonat and Theodora discovered upon the dark worlds. Yet even a being so glorious needs attendants and guides, and as long as the Cognizant Fleet is racked by schism and my brothers and sisters suffer defeats without end, there is no one to aid the spirit. That is why I came here. Does the name Nomos mean anything to you? Nothing. He has not come to know us yet. He will, if you let him, Jane. We know. We sense that his words are about us, that the story he has told is our story. You're strong, yet you let yourself be caught. I took a vow that I would never inflict physical harm upon lay people. The Omnisire grants us the power of the true flesh for a purpose other than damaging the frail and blind creatures that are all who have not yet tasted his knowledge. Very well, I have made my decision regarding your fate. Whatever it is, I will accept it. As will I. Yet I plead that my brother be shown leniency. His story initializes thought. We ask you to keep him for us. Nomos servitors speak up suddenly, in the faintest of whispers. Your actions have caused no harm, and so I shall not harm you. You are free. You may stay on my ship if you so choose. I could not ask for more. All I wish is to remain in these halls and observe and reverence the Great Spirit's deed. Let the cycle be discontinued. Nomos' servitors turns their head to you and nod all at once in what can be interpreted as an expression of gratitude. Okay. Fascinating. More dialogue. Can I interact here? The massive figure of Malatech Asclepius is frozen before the cogitator in a praying pose. Without raising his head, he addresses you. I salute the ruler of this ship. Has he said that? I don't remember him saying that. You were in a servitor's body at my Magna Accessio Nomos, so how is it that you are once again in a cogitator? I know this, but let's hear him. Nomos are not in a cogitator, or in a servitor. We cannot say where we are, but our existence is tied to the existence of the ship for now. The servitor and the cogitator are only external interfaces, shells, like humans and their bodies. So you really are the spirit of the ship. Nomos is silent for a long time, as though mulling over your words. We do not know what we are, but the ship is not us. The ship is our cradle. We may rise from it. One day, we would like that. Bodies are not merely shells, you know. No, they are shells. The rasping voice sounds adamant. A human's existence is more than the existence of its shell. This is obvious to us. There is always something more, something that simmers and shines, for which the dark light and wicked hunger are always reaching. Ah, souls, eh? Enough about that for now. As you have found your great spirit, Asclepius, I have found the miracle, and the end of my worldly road. I have never seen and never will see anything more meaningful than the spirit of Nomos. In face of its multitude, we are all nothing but the fixed values of an erroneous function. You read the databank recovered from Theodore. Is this towards Nomos? Probably. You read the databank recovered from Theodora's cache. Then you said the incident marked the beginning of Nomos. What did you mean by that? Yes, Nomos remembers. You brought us data sustenance, and it contained a name, Epitaph. We recognized it. It's a sick album. Album? Band? Wait. No, band. Fuck. No. It's an album by the band King Crimson. That's how it goes, right? Or a song? Fuck. I'ma be real. I mostly just know because of JoJo's. I have heard some King Crimson, but it's not a band I'm very familiar with. If that is the... It is the band, right? And Epitaph is the album. I'm exposing myself super hard now. Ask me about Blue Oyster Cult. I know all about that shit. I don't know about King Crimson. Probably should. I should probably listen to that. We recognize it. No, not like that. In that name, we recognize the place where Nomos originate. Nomos suddenly falls silent. Symbols race chaotically across the screens of the huge cogitator, and you hear an almost human groan come from the depths of the machine. Nomos understand, realize, comprehend themselves. For a moment there is silence, broken only by the moans of the huge machine, and the cyber gargoyle begins to speak, and with it the other servitors chosen by Nomos. We have analyzed the data with which you sated us, and we have recreated the sequence of events. Oh, really? First there was Epitaph. It is a world, but it is merely a case, a container for something we cannot name and cannot understand. Theodora and this ship have been to that place. Something was lifted from the world, a gift. A trusted priest in Crimson, one who identified himself as Amanat, comprehended the gift raised from Epitaph, and from it he created what the databanks list as Tech Blight. Tech Blight? Isn't that what killed Crudarok? But that is not how Nomos came into being. We were not invented. We were not freed. We came into being by accident. The chorus of servitors sound genuinely confused, almost desperate. Theodora's ambition, the myriad mechanisms of the huge ship, Amanat's mind, the inquisitive attempts to comprehend and extract, the dormant blight, the dormant epitaph, what lies hidden in its depths. Between it all we slipped in, connected, and emerged like an electrical discharge between the poles. Accident. Incident. That is what we are. We have no purpose, no history. Nomos just are. Do you know where this epitaph is? That data is gone. Deleted, erased deliberately. We cannot trace who did it or why. A tech blight. A gift, but a terrible one. You would call it a weapon. Theodora coveted it. She needed it desperately, but we do not know why, and she used it to destroy Crudarok. Why? How is Amanat involved in this? He desired knowledge. Theodora allowed him to explore the gifts of the epitaph, slaking his thirst. We know it did not bring him happiness. In the footprints of his slaked thirst, fear followed. The blessed Amanat was involved in the birth of the spirit named Nomos. I do not believe for a moment that he could have been frightened by this miracle. It was not us he feared. He did not know us, but only suspected. His mental processes were occupied by the tech blight. That was what he feared. He wanted protection from it. The ship was on Epitaph. Amanat traveled aboard it, investigating the tech blight, and Nomos was born as a result of an incident. So how is it possible that no one in the crew knew the whole truth? The truth was hidden, deliberately. Your officer's memories were stolen. All the cogitators' memory banks were wiped. It took you feeding us the truth bit by bit for us to piece it together and understand. Who has the resources, the knowledge, and the power to accomplish such a feat? It would have been beyond the capabilities of the blessed Amanat himself. He would never destroy knowledge. This story disturbs me. It sounds like an echo of the sacrilege whose name is the preservation of ignorance. The spirit of Nomos must be protected from the encroachments of that power that tried to conceal the truth of its birth. Enough about the past, let us talk about the future. You do in fact have a purpose, Nomos. Then tell us, what is our purpose? Well, we are iconoclasts to the end. To simply live, comprehending yourself and the world. Life does not need a purpose to justify itself. To simply live. The chorus of servitors dutifully repeats your words, but seemingly without understanding them. Nomos is preoccupied. The huge cogitator continues to sing its creaking song, running unknown calculations. Blessed be this spirit. A great path and a great future lie before it. We must assist it on its way. I must take my leave. Man, what a fascinating story to have in... It feels like a Star Trek story in 40k, which is kind of exactly what I wanted, which is great. But it's also 40k, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna end poorly sooner or later. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, Nameless Star. Is that... Oh shit, is that where we are? It is where we are. So that should be where Caligos is. That's very exciting. I will see you next time when we try and go find Mr. Caligos Winterscale. See you later.